Hey folks, Mr. Curtis here, and today we're going to be looking at a new type of time signature that we have not yet seen. So looking at line 115 and line 116, at the very beginning you'll notice that we have a 6/8 time measure. Follow along here in the video, and you can also double check the yellow box at the top of page 26, which explains a lot of this. So the top number in any time signature tells us the number of beats in a measure. Okay, so if we're in 4/4 and the top number is 4, there's 4 beats in a measure. Here in 6/8, the top number is 6, so there's 6 beats in a measure. The bottom number tells us what kind of rhythm or note gets the beat. So in 4/4, the bottom number is 4. That corresponds to a quarter note. A quarter note gets the beat. There are 4 quarter notes in a measure. In this example, in 6/8, an 8 is indicative of an eighth note. So eighth notes get the beat. So there are 6 eighth notes in a measure. So looking at the rhythm listed in line 115, you'll notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighth notes. They're beamed a little differently. They're beamed in groups of 3, and I'll explain why here in a second, rather than 2, but because there's only 1 beam, it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighth notes. We are going to number that accordingly. Here's the mark I'm looking for. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I recommend that you write in the counting here underneath measure line 115, like circle it, otherwise you're gonna be real confused. So we have an eighth note, it's its own independent sound. You circle 1. Same thing for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if I were going to count and clap this first line here, let me get my metronome set. Give me just a second. Here we go. So it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of them gets their own beat. Now, when we look at the second measure, we have a dotted quarter note. Okay, a dotted quarter note. We know because of the dot equation that a dotted quarter note is equal to 1 1/2 of a beat. Here's where I'm going with this. Is that the reason these eighth notes are in groups of 3 is we know each eighth note is also worth 1/2 of a beat. Each one is worth 1/2 a beat. I'm not sure if you can see that from your computer, but here's hoping, right? So if we have 3 eighth notes, each worth 1/2 of a beat, 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1 1/2 beats. So each of these dotted quarter notes here gets 1, 2, 3. We'll circle the 1, hold through 2 and 3. And here's the second one, 4, 5, 6. Circle the 4, hold through 5 and 6. So the way we'd count that would be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're in that second measure. Third measure is very much so the same as the first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one is its own sound as an eighth note. So you're going to circle every single one of them. And then this last note, this dotted half note, we know because of the dot equation, a dotted, that's the wrong kind of rhythm. A dotted half note equals 3 beats. Now, remember, we have 6 beats total in here normally. So really what you're getting here is that when you add these 2 dotted quarter notes that make up one singular measure here, they equal this. So for this, you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle the 1, hold all the way through. That's all you need to know there. Circle the 1, hold all the way through. So make sure that you have circled the counting that's provided for you under line 115. Clap and count along here. Here we go. And 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Off. Make sure that you rewind this part of the video as many times as you need to until you can count and clap that with me. Because if you cannot count and clap that with me successfully, you're going to have a bad time. So please go back, rewind this part of the video as many times as you need to do that. Now, taking that and putting it into practice here on line 116, because if you look, the rhythms are exactly the same. I'm going to set my metronome and I'm going to arco line 116. No slurs, you're in the key of D major, everything's on the tapes. So pizzicato, shadow bow, arco along with this part of the video. We're just taking the rhythm we just worked on, transplanting it to line 116 with the notes. Here we go, line 116. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, off. Watch out for that last note. I'm going to do that one more time. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, off. So that last note needs to be held for 6 full beats. Check your bow tone. You're going to do most of this at the balance point of the bow, so just be aware of that. Otherwise, go back, rewind the video as much as you need to. If you have any questions, message me on Schoology and review the yellow box at the top of page 26, because the rest of this week we're looking at these concepts. Good luck.